Hi third graders. Today's learning target is I can solve subtraction story problems. So we're going to keep digging into what we've been practicing this week and last week. We're going to be reading story problems, picturing what's going on, figuring out what's the whole and what are the parts in this situation, writing equations that match the story, solving them, and all that jazz. We're going to start by doing a problem together, and then I am going to set you up to solve a story problem on your own, which is half of today's assignment. The other half of today's assignment is the survey party. Basically, there have been a whole class of survey questions that you guys have come up with, and we're not going to have time to finish them all before you switch back to part-time in-person learning. So we're going to do them all as the other half of today's assignment, and then we will discuss them at our meeting on Friday, which should give everyone time to do the surveys. All right, let's get started on our first story problem. Okay, so this is the story problem we're going to do together. Mr. Itma has a bag of 39 M&Ms. He gives 17 of them to Mrs. Itma. How many M&Ms does he have left? Okay, step one, we have to fill out our part-whole chart. So we need to figure out what was the whole amount of M&Ms, if we know that, and which are the parts. Pause the video for a moment and see if you can figure out how many M&Ms is the whole number of M&Ms in this story. All right, if you said 39 was the whole, the number he had all together at the beginning, you are correct. So our whole amount is 39. What did you put in the two part places? If you haven't thought about that, pause the video. Okay, well, one of the parts we know, he gave 17 of them to me. So that's the part he gave away. In fact, I'll add 17 to 17 gave away. That's how many he gave away. Let's go back up and label this one while we're here. And then our mystery is how many he had left. Oh, let's be more clear than that. How many candies left? That'll fit. All right, so we set up our situation. There were 39 candies altogether. He gave 17 away, and we don't know how many he had left. That actually helps us write our equation for this situation too. Our equation will be 39 candies at the beginning, then he subtracted 17 because he was giving away the 17, and we don't know how many were left. That's the question mark, our mystery number. Well, now that we know all of this, we can use our strategies to solve it. I'm going to work through using our base 10 tool and our number line tool in this video, but you can use whichever strategy works best for you. Pause the video and try to solve this equation. Then come back and see if your answer and your work match mine. Okay, now that you've solved it yourself, let's see how we can do together. Let's start with the number line, 39 minus 17. So we're finding the difference between 39 and 17. Let's scroll over to the 39 and the 17, because he gave away 17. You could also use the number line to actually give away 17. You could count back 17. Let's try that. 39 take away 7. Well, I know 9 minus 7 is 2, so that would get us to 32. That took away the whole 7 in 17. Let's see, 17 is the same as a 10 and a 7. Well, we took away the 7 already, so now let's take away a 10. 32 minus 10, that would just get us to 22. And just take away one group of 10. That means our answer would be 22 candies left over. Huh, he got slightly more candies than me in this story. That's okay. All right, so this is one way you could use the number line to solve it. To do the base 10 pieces, we would need 39 to start. There's the 30. Here come 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we need to subtract 17. So I'm going to subtract 7 ones, just like before. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need to throw those away. Whew, okay, and then I take away one of the 10s. What we're left with is 2 10s, 20, and 2 1s, 22. The 10s make the 20, the 1s make the 2. 20 plus 2 is 22. Same answer. So if we came back here, the answer would be 22 candies left. For the next story problem today, I'm gonna set up the story situation here in the video, and then you are going to solve it in a Google Doc and on scratch paper if that's where you show your work. So, you've heard a lot about my cats. And one of the cats, Frumpkin, the younger one, she loves fuzzy mice. Those little fuzzy mice toys that they can throw around and they kind of rattle a little bit. Oh, they're the best. So the other day I went to the store and they had a big pack of 24 fuzzy mice toys. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. So I came home, opened up the package, and I set it on the coffee table. But then I looked at my clock and oh, it's time to do a meeting. So I went and had another meeting with the teachers. And when I came back, there was only 13 fuzzy mice on the coffee table. Where did the rest of them go? Well, something you should know about Frumpkin is that she loves playing with fuzzy mice, but whenever she's done, she shoves them under the couch. I don't know why she does this. Maybe it's to hide them from the other cat, Wren. Who can say? But I figured, the mice have disappeared. I bet they're under the couch. So I had to get a broom and stick it under the couch and pull out the mice. So the question in this story problem is, how many mice were hiding under the couch? How many did I fish out? All right, so that's the situation. Now let's take a look at where you're going to show your work so you can solve it. So I just told you a story problem about my cat Frumpkin, and now it's time for you to solve it as part of your assignment today. This looks very similar to your assignment you did yesterday because it has the same steps. You're going to do the part whole chart to visualize what's happening in the story. Write your equation that matches the story. Solve the problem. You're going to show your work, but I'm actually going to add one more step here. I'll put it at the end. That after you type the answer, I'd like you to tell me what strategy you used. Did you use the number line? Did you use base 10 pieces? Did you do a break apart on paper? Whatever strategy you used. I'm curious. So right here, tell me about your strategy. Okay, so down here is the story problem that I just told you in the video, written in sentence form. Here's your part whole chart, the place where you write your equation that matches the story, your answer, and then here, what strategy or tool did you use to solve the problem? You can just tell me in a couple words describing what you did, what your strategy was. All right, so that's half of your assignment. That's the story problem half, where you hit the learning target. This is the survey party. Remember, we're not going to have enough time to do everybody's question one at a time in our meetings because all of our meetings and things are going to change next week. So, as usual, type your name at the beginning, and then you get to go through and answer survey questions from your friends. For example, the first one was from Grayson about your favorite movie. We've got favorite fruits, farm machinery, dinosaurs, tons of survey questions. That's why I was saying it's a party. It's very important that you get this done before our meeting on Friday, because at that meeting we're going to talk about everybody's results. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video. You brought it back to me, huh? Okay, I'll throw